Fatima, I'm going to ask you a little bit today about what you've been doing to get ready for work as you grew up. So you've done some work experience. What was the first work experience you ever did?
I was working in a primary school. I was helping the teacher with a display, and I got told to meet the children and get told what to do.
Great. So when you left school, because you did that while you were still at school,
Yeah.
didn't you? You went to college.
Yeah.
How long were you at college, Fatima? When did you start and when did you leave college?
I started college in 2003. I left college in 2015.
So it's quite a long time.
Yeah.
What sort of courses and what sort of things did you learn at college while you were there?
At the college, I had to do a course which was maths, IT, and English.
Brilliant. And did they do any work around learning to get a job in any way?
I had to do a bit of a work experience. I had to work in a nursery and in a Calfor project,
And what sort of work did you do at the Calthorpe project?
watering the plants, shredding the grass.
So at college, did they also help you with like CVs and filling in job applications at all?
I had to do a CV, and also I had the help from someone to filling in the form.
And did you send those CVs out to people so that they could maybe see if you could get a job?
Well, we only just got told on how to do the CV and like how to do the format.
Is the Advocacy project the only paid job that you've ever had, Fatima?
The advocacy project is the only paid job I ever had.
And so you know those CVs that you wrote and the job applications, did you never get an interview from any of those others?
No.
So what's it that you really like about your work at the Advocacy project, Fatima?
I speak for myself and I also speak for other people, and I like working in a team.
Fatima, what would be your dream job?
My dream job would be working in a clothes shop.
So you know all these CVs you've given out, Fatima,
Yeah.
have you ever given them out to shops?
I did hand in a CV to a clothes shop.
And did you ever hear anything back from them?
No.
And how did that make you feel, Fatima?
Angry.
What other things do you find difficult about getting a job, Fatima?
When I do a CV, I'll go to the shop to hand it to the person, and then they say, oh, we'll give your CV to the manager, then we'll let you, then the manager will call you or email you to come for the interview.
And how do you find travelling?
Somebody has to show me on how to travel, mostly on the train and probably sometimes on the bus,
Why is it important for you to work close to home, Fatima?
so that my mum and my sisters, they don't get worried about me working somewhere that's far away from the house.
Don't you support your mum a little bit as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it that you think the Advocacy project does to help you do your job? What's the things that we do?
If I have to go to a meeting and I don't understand few things, I will tell you, and then you will explain to me if I understand what the people are talking about.
You know, what's it like having a job?
For me to work in Advocacy project, it makes me feel happy and proud that I'm working in an advocacy project with the support and the help I got.
Thank you very much for your time today, Fatima. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, can you tell us what you've done since you left college to get work ready?
I've been wondering since the age of 13 with an article since
And has any of that volunteering led to paid work?
just casual work.
Right. And what other things have you done since you left college?
I've gone lots of paperwork. I self-taught myself to get writing. I take work experience at Witches. I get an international clicks to grid and game.
And recently you've been doing a few more things with regards to your CV.
Yes, I signed up with a employment agency in my borough called Care Innovations. But I didn't get any.
Can you tell us what your dream job is?
My dream job is to work in TV.
That is right up your street, isn't it, working in TV? Why do you think you're still struggling to find a job?
There are a lot of barriers for guys to come alone.
And can you share some of the barriers that you've faced?
Yes, I've got a kids problem for guys to come you don't know that well. They might find difficult to understand what I'm saying.
You also mentioned a lack of opportunities.
Yes, no one across from the Advocacy College has offered me a good job.
What is it that you think the Advocacy Project do that other employers should be doing?
What the Advocacy College has done has created a good opportunity for me to work towards my strengths. This makes reasonable adjustments that has easy read
Right.
information and giving me extra time to do my job effectively.
So we've been exploring you doing some more work with us, but there have been some challenges and difficulties with that.
My grandkids was stuck for 5 months because I was doing construction work.
You're allowed to earn under permitted work £20 a week, which is about 2 hours. How much work were you doing, Michael?
On average, I was working about 3 hours a month, going over
3 hours a week?
a week.
3 hours a week.
And I went over 1 hour, which affected my benefits being stuck. Affected my council tax, my housing benefit,
Right.
my rent,
Right.
and
Do you have paid support?
paid for my support.
So it affected all those things?
Yes,
Gosh, that's quite significant.
and it's got me from living independent life.
Would that experience stop you from doing more work?
Yes, I sent my phones off to be, but it didn't get home.
How long ago was that?
That was 2 months ago.
Right. And what are the problems that you're experiencing waiting for the DWP to get back to you?
I could use this job opportunity, and if they could for me to get a job, my benefits would still be stuck anyway.
So that's quite a dilemma, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you wait for the DWP and risk losing the job that was so hard to come by? Or do you start the work so that you can keep the job opportunity and risk your benefits stopping, which means you can't pay your bills? Lastly, Michael, can you share with us how work makes you feel?
Work makes me feel happy and valued. It's extremely important part of my life.
Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing your experiences with us today.
And thank you for listening.